And would you identify with whom you discussed those concerns?
Before I do, Madam Chairman, may I just make a few comments and ask for the committee's recommendation?
Certainly.
On February 6, 2006, my counsel, Andy Lester of Lester, Loving, and Davies, sent to Harriet Myers, counsel to the President, a letter requesting direction for what I should do when or if this kind of question is posed to me by the committee. Like Patrick, I'm a private citizen. The President has the right to invoke executive privilege, in which confidential communications between his senior advisors are not subject to public scrutiny or discussion. It's my belief, Madam Chairman, that I don't have the right of executive privilege, that I cannot invoke that. Yet I understand that the President, the White House, the executive, is a co-equal branch of government, and that right of executive privilege resides with the President. I also recognize that as a private citizen, I am here to truthfully and honestly answer any question that you may ask. So in response to the letter, which did not, and I want to make sure that we understand, the letter did not request that I be granted executive privilege. The letter requested guidance on what the other equal branch of government wanted me to say or not say when these kinds of questions were posed. So despite reports in the press to the contrary, the letter speaks for itself. It did not request executive privilege, but guidance. I received that guidance by letter again to counsel to Mr. Lester from White House counsel Harriet Myers in a letter dated February 9, 2006. And I'll just read you the last paragraph. The President's views regarding these executive branch interests have not changed. I appreciate that your client is sensitive to the interests implicated by potential disclosure of confidential communications to which he was a party as a senior official in the administration, as reflected in his recent responses to congressional committees and their staffs, and requests that he observe his past practices with respect to those communications. In my opinion, Chairman Collins, the letter does not answer our request for direction on what is to be done. So I am here as a private citizen stuck between two equal branches of government, one which is requesting that they're not going to invoke executive privilege, but that I respect the confidentiality of the concept of executive privilege. And on the other hand, appearing before you, again, as a co-equal branch of government, under oath, sworn to tell the truth, without guidance from either one. So, Madam Chairman, I would ask you for guidance on what you would like Michael Brown, private citizen of the United States, to do in this regard.